Well, I think what the bike represented to me was freedom, just escape. It wasn't like I had the happiest family life, but I mean, it wasn't the worst. I mean, we were all fed and we lived in nice areas of LA and stuff, but, we didn't necessarily get along. Unhappiness, great motivator. My name is Paul Sadoff. My company's Rock Lobster Cycles. I opened my doors in 1988, but I built my very first frame in 1978, and I'm based in Santa Cruz, California. When I came here, there was a lot of independent business people and craftspeople, artisans, and that was just about all there was. Odd stuff, really, not mainstream stuff here. And that's what Santa Cruz was, esoteric stuff, very creative community. That's going away. It still has, some unique stuff here. This building being one of them. This is like the last vestige of affordable art or craft space on the west side of Santa Cruz, this one building. Well, there's a lot of different ways to do this, building bikes. And when I started, there was not very many people in the United States building custom frames. It was just a handful. And I didn't think I could be one of the people doing it full time. Every day I try and come here and do it better. It's a study, it's going to be a lifelong study for me. I initially started with the idea to do very, very nice artisan, fancy lug road frames. But after a while I realized that it wasn't my strong suit. My strong suit was listening to people and trying to make them a bike that was a lot of fun. Performance of the bike is much more important to me than how it looks. I mean, I want it to be well constructed, functionally, but it doesn't need any ornamentation at all. I think the beautiful thing about a bike is when somebody gets on it and rides and has a great time. That's the ultimate for me. I mean, I don't have kids, I never had a family or anything like that. So these bikes are my kids, basically, and so I'm just putting them out there and seeing how they fare out in the world. Drew was working for a neighbor a few doors down the West Side Woodworks, and I don't know what he was doing there, but he'd ride a bicycle there sometimes. I thought, well, let's get him out on the really fast group ride and see what he does. So we invited him to come out on the Tuesday ride, which is one of the hardest rides in the county. And it was pretty funny. I mean, obviously, he really, really strong, but he hadn't done much in the way of group rides, and his bike was kind of a disaster, and he was wearing a big t-shirt or a really loose jersey. He was just flapping all over the place. It was totally unlike anybody else on the ride. But it didn't take him long to be like one of the fastest guys in that ride.
I've been racing bikes for 19 or 20 years. And I've known Paul and been riding Rock Lobsters for about the past 6.
His logical next step is to move to Europe and race there full time. No more working the day shift, just all about bike racing. And it's an incredible opportunity, and I'm glad that I'm the guy who's building his bikes. Really glad.